sorry. Shonda didn't know that. I mean, Renita didn't know that she could have come in and set up. Oh, that's okay. Okay, great.
So you need to resend that link.
Bishop, you Gemini. What was your birthday?
June 10th.
And Ruby was June 11th.
Okay.
Andre, your birthday is June 20th. Renita, when is yours?
Be fabulous. Be social.
Tamira was June. Was Tamira June?
Be
Tamira June. What? 7?
Be family.
You want to do it?
Be different. Be Queeze.
Queeze, a new luxury brand from Tamara Fair. Queeze comes in 2 distinct fragrances, the sensual Pure Royale and the alluring Forbidden Kiss. Order Queeze today.
Go to bequeeze.com and get your favorite fragrance today. That's BEQUEESE.com. Bequeeze.com.
Are you ready to start or grow your business? At the Dream Center, we help entrepreneurs with everything from business plans and funding strategies to marketing, co-working space, and support services for your dream to life. Call us today at 773
Turn the volume down.
345-7441. That's 773-345-7441. Or visit us online at thedreamcenter.com. That's thedreamcenter.com. The Dream Center, where entrepreneurs dream, create, and grow.
Are you ready to take your business to the next level? The best way to reach new customers is by giving your message heard. And there's no better place than right here on Brunch. With thousands of listeners tuning in every weekday from 12 to 1 p.m. on Inspiration, $13.90. Your business can gain exposure, connect with our community, and even be featured as a special guest on the show. Don't wait. Call us today at 773-345-7441. That's 773-345-7441. Brunch, where business, culture, and community come together.
Good energy fills me. I feel the love. I know it's not me. It's from above. I'm overflowing. I feel the good. It's something on me strongly. If you feel me, everybody throw your hands up and say, His blessings on me. I feel the grace. I don't deserve it. It's just a space. I'm aerial surfing, gone with the wind. His hand is on me, if you agree. Can you play it simply? Go ahead.
That's how me wrote my theme song.
To get it in. No, I'm not playing. This is my trend. No, I'm not perfect. I wanna get it right. So I encourage my own self. Turn left, focus on my own shelf. Reach for the top, don't stop. Hands. Yeah.
Either you or Gemini.
I feel good. I'm so grateful. I feel good. I'm so thankful. I feel good. Man, I'm so blessed. I feel good. Hands up. Hands.
there, it's Winona Redmond. It's time to win because it's time for Community Chatter, brought to you by Win-Win Communications.
Wow, welcome back to Community Chatter on the Brunch Bunch. I'm so happy to be back. I'm Winona Redmond, but want to say hi and a shout out to our world travelers, Tamara Fair and Marcel Jackson, the Brunch Bunch. Happy to be back in studio. It is Gemini Day here at the Brunch Bunch. You know, I told Charles Jenkins years ago that he wrote my theme song when he wrote Winning. And I'm so grateful. I am so thankful. And I am so blessed. June 4th, God allowed me to see 60 years. And there are a lot of Geminis. My twin brother, Winslow, rest his soul, departed 21 years ago. I can't believe it. But I also am celebrating June as Cancer Survivorship Month. I am so grateful. We've had, there's got to be an end to cancer, but until then, being a breast cancer survivor and celebrating being cancer free, we've started the bigccircle.org for cancer survivorship, and we're going to be talking about that a lot this month. And we've also looked at our trademark on faith is medicine. So, but in the studio, brought a lot of friends. We're going to see just how much we can cover. Justice and Zoe going to be patient with me because we got a lot of ground to cover. I'm going to start with Bishop Dwight Gunn because the one thing about Inspiration 1390, when you have days where you feel down, what we know is that our faith lifts us up. And Bishop Gunn, I want to welcome you. He is a Gemini. He had a birthday June 10th. When I call this bishop in the morning, aside from prayer and all the meetings, he is working out. You've been an inspiration on the body of Christ at work, but you've called together an assembly of pastors. And we will get to Deborah Williams Thurman, who's also with the Leaders Network. You just had an assembly of pastors recently and in different gatherings, but welcome. Happy birthday, Bishop Gunn. And I want you to, come in your own way about Concerned Clergy for West Suburban. And tell us everything else you got going on.
Oh, wow. Well, thank you so much for having me. I'm excited to be here to share this extremely important information to the community regarding the healthcare crisis that is going on in our communities. I serve on the west side of the city of Chicago, and just recently, within the last several months, West Suburban Hospital has been closed down, and just last week was closed completely. And that closure of that hospital has created a sincere and serious crisis for the community in Austin, in the Austin neighborhood. And so we brought together concerned clergy from not just the west side, but from across the city that are standing up and making demand that we get quality health care in our neighborhoods. And as we continue to do this work and fight this fight, what we've identified is that West Suburban is just really the tip of the iceberg. When it comes to health disparity and health crisis in our community, it is not just in Austin, but listen, hospitals across the city of Chicago are in jeopardy. The one big ugly bill has done some tremendous damage to what is going to happen in the future for healthcare in our community. When we look at, we could talk about so many different issues and that are affecting us, but we talk about the health gap. When you live in Austin, you have, or born in Austin, there's a 20-year health gap between those who live in Austin versus those who are born in downtown Chicago. If you're born in downtown Chicago, it's suggested that you will live 20 years longer because of the different issues we're having regarding healthcare. And that's just not in Austin, it's across the state. We have got to stand up, and we're asking people to join us, concerned clergy, to save West Suburban Hospital. Go there and join in this fight as we continue to lift up this issue across our city.
So we'll post concerned clergy
to save West Suburban Hospital.
To save West Suburban Hospital.org. We'll put it in our notes, but West Suburban over 45 years, over 40 years.
It's been a stable, and unfortunately, one of the issues we're having is that many community members are saying, well, we're glad West Suburban is closed because we were getting terrible service there. But the truth of the matter is that the state of Illinois has a system that is designed to impact us in a negative way. When you let private owners come in to own what is called a safety net hospital, and that hospital is supposed to be there to and designed to be able to take care of the most vulnerable in our community. And when you have for-profit entities coming in to own these, and they're just raping the community of all the resources that is supposed to be there to help and heal. They're not providing the right kinds of services. They're not providing the right kind of equipment in the hospitals. Doctors don't want to be there because they don't want to take the liability. It's a plethora. It's a very complex issue. But we've got to know that if we don't fight for quality health care in our community, we're gonna be in a really, really bad situation, and it's gonna just continue to get worse and worse as the months progress.
And there's so much progress has been made on the west side when you look at the health collaboratives, and when you look at even Sankofa Village, the opening with resources. But thank you for organizing, pastors. And so when you were at the Leaders Network recently, there was a whole lot of you. You got you just have a lot of pastors, but that are standing up, and healthcare is needed. So, and we know that you've had great services in there. We know PCC had a clinic in there. We know that dialysis was in there, but we know that there is a need. Pastor Ackrey gave great remarks on the importance of receiving services directly. So we can go to we would come back to Concerned Clergy to Save westsuburban.org, so people can come join, sign up, support, and you will continue to monitor, and you want your
It's a
vision.
call to action. It's a call to action. We got to all stand up and let our voices be heard, because what we say is the powers that be. Let me say this. Tony Brown used to say, when America catches a cold, black folks catch the flu, right? And so we need to understand that what's going on right now, our leaders are aware of the really bad situation that's happening and coming in our community. Unfortunately, we're not seeing the level of urgency from those who are responsible to make sure that we're protected. And that's what we're calling for folks to really step up and show this level of urgency. We're going to have a big rally on June 28th after church on that Sunday. We're going to gather together. And so if you go to Concerned Clergy to Save westsuburban.org, you'll get the information. Become a part of the movement. Put your name there so you can get information.
Well, it's Juneteenth time, and we know that we, the late Commissioner Dennis Deere, and now and the late Barbara Deere, Juneteenth, Illinois. When we look at the pillars, what we do know is we got the West Side Black elected officials, we got the Illinois. We've got all the branches of government. This is the time, Juneteenth, Illinois, to stand for health, to stand for equity and justice, to stand for education, to stand for business. So thank you for what you're doing. But I always know when pastors are involved, when they stand up, I'm on their side because they're going to win. They got some power behind them. Deborah Williams Thurman, 100 West Side Women of Wisdom. And you've got well over 100 West Side women. You've got the Leaders Network. Deborah wears many hats. She's not a Gemini, but you just have had lots of celebrations in the Leaders Network. Why don't you give us a few quick highlights? And we also going to move to the next Gemini brother from another mother, Andre Garner, and I both turned 60. And Andre, Andre will be turning 60 coming up before the month is over. But let's talk about you. Andre got some men stuff going on. We got the Obama Center. I want to introduce Deborah as one of the biggest Obama fans and the biggest Obama alumni. Deborah has about 10 hats, and she works with the Westside NAACP. The national conference is coming. Okay, Deborah, we got about 5 minutes. So let's see how much you can cover.
Okay, first I want to piggyback off of what Reverend Dwight Gunn was talking about with the West Suburban, Save West Suburban. I was there that day when my first lady got sick and the ambulance came, and we all out there, wonder where they're going to take her, wonder where we're going to take her. And it was so disturbing that we didn't know where they could take her quickly to get the help that she needed. And then to find out a week or so later, they took her way 30 minutes away. That was disheartening. It was disheartening to know that after we fought so hard last month or two that they decided just close the place on up. That was terrible to hear that West Suburban is totally closed down. They said they were still having dialysis patients there. They said they were still meeting people for clinic and when you come and get early diagnosis or when you come to the doctor for your regular exam, that helps us keep unblock the emergency rooms for more important things. And so it's just a travesty. And so I'm in full support of what Pastor Gunn and the concerned pastors are doing. I know that I feel encouraged because I know that once our pastors and leaders get together and they start mobilizing the people, something's gonna happen. So, so it's just a matter of time that they're gonna hear us and they're gonna make some action. They cannot hear us, and so I'm proud of what they're doing. I'm also like Juanona said, a big fan of Obama and Juneteenth. I got my nails red and green, my toes nail and green, and so look red and green. And I also looking forward to this week, the Obama Center opening up. I volunteered, not getting paid. I'm volunteering for the next 4 or 5 days to be down at the Obama Center because I'm such a staunch advocate to make sure that the grand opening goes well.
And you were there when the historic election. I went to high school with Michelle Obama and Whitney Young with Santita Jackson and others. And then I was on Barack's Senate communications committee because Pam Smith was working with them and Julian Green. So it's such a wonderful time and to have been at the campus and see it. So we know it's Obama. The whole world is looking at the new presidential center. Deborah, you got lots of other things. We have a big food summit coming tomorrow. Ambassador Eartha Cousins, not a stranger to Barack Obama, has a big thing going on tomorrow. One of the pillars of Juneteenth. I want to introduce Andre Garner. Andre Garner also wears many, many hats. He and I go back over 30 years to the Black Public Relations Society of Chicago. And his baby used to be, he would roll AJ in the stroller. And now, Andre, out of everything, I just have to say, I admire you as a father and a husband. Your children, you have doctors and future doctors. What you got multiple degrees, and those were babies in strollers when we started working together.
No, absolutely. It's been a long journey that continues. And this coming weekend, I'm a part of a group that's convening literally thousands of African American men in Washington Park.
June 20th?
On Saturday, June 20th.
Okay.
The day before Father's Day to celebrate fathers, number one, Black fathers in particular. Sometimes we don't always get the recognition. Not that we do it for recognition, but when Black men stand up in our communities, we notice a discernible difference in what happens. Bishop Gunn talked about, and so did Deborah, about our pastors, many of them Black men, standing up and drawing a line in the sand and saying we're not going to put up with certain things. But also, it's not always just drawing a line of sand in the sand about what we're not going to put up with, but we also need to be proactively advocating for certain things. And the other thing that we're going to be doing that day is advocating for our own health and making sure that we break down these barriers and these taboos about us not seeing a doctor. So we're going to have over 4,000 Black men out starting the way towards better health and wellness.
Okay, so I didn't fully introduce Andre. He didn't fully introduce himself. So Andre Garner is a longtime officer with the Omegas, and you've started the Divine Nine Choir. He's just been a great partner. You've got the Black Experience. You had the Black Ink Group. But June 20th, you are assembling how many men?
So the One Omega Chicago Foundation started this cookout 3 years ago. It was an annual cookout where we were just recognizing Black men as fathers in our communities. And we joined with a group called the African American Male Wellness Agency out of Columbus, Ohio, where they do these large wellness events in cities around the country. And they've become a tremendous partner. And we're bringing in organizations like U Chicago Health, U of I's health system, and others, Habilitative Systems Inc. here in
Yeah,
Chicago with
the
Donald Du.
Donald Du is
Yes.
absolutely an omega, but he's also very much involved with a lot of the health initiatives. He is involved with and co-chairing the Wellness West
Yes.
and the Collaborative Bridges, the mental health facility we've got at 4223 West Lake, as well as just
Right.
he started a whole series and opened a wellness center.
Mhm.
So we can't give enough credit to Donald Du and HSI. He's got an equity dinner coming up at the Obama Center in December. But it is Father's Day weekend. It is, so the Pitts family reunion, Afi and Lily Pitts and all of their descendants, we will be celebrating our family reunion Friday, Saturday, Sunday. But Father's Day weekend, you've got Real Men Cook.
Yes.
But as we celebrate fathers, we want to give Dr. Carol Adams has a brand new book coming out with my dad the man, and she is going to be doing book signings all over. She will be at Rainbow Push this Saturday during the 11 a.m. broadcast. And so Dr. Carol Adams, we want to give a shout out to her. She has compiled a phenomenal book with 25 daughters, 26 daughters talking about 25 fathers. And so she has everybody from Melody Span Cooper, Linda Johnson Rice. She's got just Maggie Brown. She's got Gus Ricketts' daughter, Charmaine Rickett. Gus will be 100 this year. So there's lots of things going on for Father's Day weekend. Of course, Yvette Moyo and Raul, they always have the Real Man Cook. There are so many things going on. We run out of time every time. But tomorrow and Thursday, as we have all of the activities for the Obama Center, we can't talk enough about the fact that Ambassador Earthren Cousins is assembling an all-day summit at U of I that is all about food for the future. So we will be putting more out on that as well. So
food for the future, because we got a lot going on with disparity in food in grocery stores in our neighborhood. So we got so many what they call deserts, grocery store deserts.
Right.
In our neighborhood.
And we've got them. And the great thing, and I think Bishop knows this, we've seen food giveaways, but we've had a lot of progress. The West Side is not just the neglected side. We've got Sankofa, but we also have 40 Acres open, a Black woman-owned grocery store. Absolutely. And then Iman, Andre, you've been part of the whole Inglewood quality of life plan. And so this whole piece that's going to be Thursday will be highlighting some key partners and models for how we have solutions in our community. But we don't ever want to not get as much in as possible. This has been this season has been also a season where I should have started and not ended with we've had some big losses. We had Reverend Jackson and months of services for our global world leader, and we lost Spencer Leak Jr. Everybody, when it first came out, we said, you mean senior, and everybody's no junior. So he was a big loss in the celebration of his life and his legacy, and the whole Spencer, the whole Leak family. The mom, the dad, they have always been great give backs. And Donna, his wife, has been a great give back to education and offices. But we lost Greg Shumper, the deacon at St. Martin. I'd say St. Agatha. We have St. Simon of Cyrene, but the Greg Shumpert was the deacon at St. Agatha, and he had just buried Otis Shumpert, his brother and his mother, all Iman Shumpert's family. So we give a lot of prayers out to those families. in my family, as we celebrate our family reunion, we lost David Braggs, my uncle. We called him Bra. So we just have, we want to carry health. We want to carry families as they go through all the pillars of Juneteenth. And, you know, we have a city that has lots of things, lots of races coming up, but we want people to stay informed and involved. So I want to give my guests one last say because we didn't have to take a break yet. So we're going to keep going. So we are going to wrap up. So we, you know, it's Father's Day weekend. We want to wish the fathers happy Father's Day and the mothers and all those in their places. I want to congratulate Dr. Carol Adams, Ambassador Earthen and Cousins, the Obamas, and all of their folks. But thank you, Bishop Gunn. Thank you for all the concerned clergy. We believe you win. We love working with our elected officials. We've got great leadership. Congressman Davis, LaShawn Ford, Lakeisha Collins, Camille Lilly, all of them, Don Harmon and Welch. We got a lot of West Siders that can come together to really help the whole country. And Andre, thank you for all that you're doing. The Omegas, the Divine Nine Choir, Deborah, Leaders Network. So as we wrap up, together we win.
Yes, we do.
Is that how you say it?
And so, like we said, my theme song, winning. Charles Jenkins did my theme song. But thank you guys for joining us for Community Chatter. Keep Tamara and Marcel lifted up. Tamara had a birthday too. So Gemini Power. Happy Father's Day.
All right.
Happy Juneteenth.
Never say die. Never say die. Never say die.
We did okay with that.